So that leads me into now, if you're thinking about doing a water only fast, what's the first place to start? How do you prepare yourself for a water fast? Um, Now, looking at all the research, I'm just going to say that the number one step to prepare yourself for a water only fast is to take 2 steps back and clean your body out first before you start your first water only fast. Do you have to do that? No, you don't. You could go, you could decide right now, I'm going to do a water only fast and do it. For the best benefits of a water only fast, for you to regenerate, for your body to really start working on the tissues, the cells, and all that, I recommend going through a detoxification first. And that means always starting and going through a really good intestinal cleanse program, then cleaning the liver and the gallbladder, then cleaning all the harmful organisms out of your system, then cleaning the chemicals and heavy metals out of your system. There's plenty of those out there. Watch my Secret to Health video where I talk about cleansing the body and how to detox and the root cause of disease. That'll give you a good baseline. But always prepare, by cleansing out first before you do a water only fast. Step number 2, make sure that you're going to, what I learned, make sure that your surroundings are going to support you to be in a calm state during your water only fast. And that means make sure that you have your spouse's support. Make sure that you have, whoever you're going to be around, that they support you. You're not going to be watching negative stuff on TV. You need this time to think. You need this time to rest. Make sure your surroundings support your fast. You might need to go somewhere for that. Like you might need to remove yourself from your surroundings and go to, a resort somewhere where you can be outside, or some springs, or a fasting clinic somewhere. You need to make sure that your surroundings support your fast. The next thing is make sure that you're going to be breathing clean air. Wherever you are in your surroundings, it'd be great if you can be out in nature part of that time. If not, just make sure that you have good air purification systems. If you're going to do it from your home, if you're going to do it usually at your home, make sure you have live plants in your room. You're going to have some sort of relaxation room in your home. That could be preferably a room without a lot of electronics in it, a TV in it, somewhere, your meditation room, your healing room, just an area. It could be your bedroom. You can convert your bedroom into a very peaceful environment. Put some live plants in there. Make sure that you have organic sheets. Make sure there's no electronics in there. Make sure you have good lighting. Make sure the room is very dark. You're going to be possibly just reading a lot. You're going to be utilizing meditation, mindfulness, positive affirmations. It's going to be you and your water. You have a whole new appreciation for water after that, and a whole new appreciation for food, because you're going to feel like when you take breakfast, lunch, and dinner out of your schedule, your time gets all thrown off, and you want your surroundings to be just really calm. And even if you have the ability to go outside in nature and take a walk somewhere, a light walk is actually not considered, hardcore exercise. So that's actually really good if you can get outside in nature and just sit down and listen to a waterfall or something like that. So make sure your surroundings support your fast. Make sure you have clean air wherever you're going to be. And then the water. You want to make sure that you prepare your water for your fast. Now, I like to use distilled water. I like to have 2 or 3 different types of water. I like to use distilled water or spring water in a glass bottle, okay? Now, I also use some hydrogen water. I use a hydrogen water system. I use distilled water, run it through a hydrogen system from Synergy Science, and I like to use that kind of water. So what I did on my water fast is I might go one day distilled water, one day spring water, one day hydrogen water, or just mix it up. What you cannot do is add any additional minerals or add any salt or anything else to your water. That might reactivate your digestive system. And that's what you're trying to do, is not activate your digestive system. However, the natural minerals that are bound in the earth, in the water, actually are different than adding it in there. So the bonding process and the pressure from deep in the aquifers, it actually creates a different structure of minerals with the water molecules. So that's a natural earth-given water, spring water, and that will not reactivate your digestive system. So those are the three different waters. A lot of the fasting clinics, a lot of the doctors recommend just going on distilled water. That's another option for you. The other thing I would recommend to do is something that I didn't do a good job of, is to try to plan your daily activities. So you're not bored, so you're not just sitting there. I mean, you're really, this is a good time for you to watch some motivational videos, read as much as you can about personal development, about spiritual development, focus on yourself, your true self, meditate, sleep. You can sleep a lot during this time, but, try your best to plan out your daily activities. Because it does help if you have some sort of plan for daily activities, relaxation exercises. And by the way, when you're doing a water only fast, you can't, you do not want to drive your car, anywhere. However, you can Uber or something and get a massage. You can do acupuncture during a water only fast. They're usually, non-invasive, non-heat based, non-aggressive based therapies can be really good. You can even do chiropractic care during a water only fast. You can put some far infrared, near infrared lights on you if you have that available. It's just a time for relaxation. You can listen to some beautiful music, some healing music while you're doing your water only fast. You can use crystal therapy. There's a lot of different things that you can do. And then another thing on how to prepare for your water only fast, like I said, detoxify going into it, but at least a week before, you can start cutting down. 2 weeks would be even better. A month would be even better. Cutting down on your carbohydrates, cutting down on your sugars, maybe even going keto, 14 days or 7 days before you actually start your water only fast. All of those things are going to be just basically preparing yourself for the fast. The more you prepare yourself for a water only fast, like anything in life, the more you prepare for it, the better off you're going to be with it. Now, my best water fasting protocols are multiples of 3, like I talked about earlier. Always, I recommend starting off, after you detox, after you've done a 1 day a week fast. If you're going to start with a water only fast, I always recommend starting with a 3-day water only fast to do for your first time. And that's not really going to get you into the autophagy phase. It's not going to get you into the regeneration phase, but it will start giving your body a platform and a memory of what it's like to fast. And then wait a couple months, maybe about 30 days or so, and then you can go into your 6-day water only fasts. And then you could potentially, 3 months down the line, do a 9-day water only fast. 9-day only water only fast once a year works really, really good. And one of the things that I like to mention is it's intermittent. We talked about intermittent fasting, and we talked about really when it comes down to healing the body and the energy stores on the body is digestion and not eating a lot of food on a regular basis. So talking about the best water fasting protocols to use is like, even you should try to work this in even before and always after your fast is intermittent fasting. Just skip one meal every single day and just try not to eat as much. I mean, really, we just want to reduce the amount of food that we're putting in our bodies, because the food is one of the worst things that cause the negative health conditions that are out there. And the next thing I really want to talk about is one of the things that's really not understood a lot out there when we talk about fasting is how to properly break your fast. This can be probably one of the most important things about water-only fasting is how you actually break it. And the rule is you break your fast very slow. And the rule of thumb is you take half the amount of time of your fast. So let's say that you're doing a 6-day water-only fast. When you finish on day 6, for the next 3 days, you're going to slowly introduce live foods into your diet. The worst thing you can possibly do is when you remember your digestive tract is completely shut down after a 6-day fast. Even a 3-day, it's just starting to shut down. It's very important. So a 3-day, you would take a day and a half, but a 6-day, you would take 3 days after your fast to slowly start stimulating your digestive tract. This is very, very important because the first food that enters your body after you've done a water-only fast, it almost signals your body as to what it's going to expect moving forward. So imagine if your gut, which is your microcomputer system in your body, imagine after 6 days of being shut down, and then all of a sudden a McDonald's cheeseburger hits and the body reads that, the amount of shock and trauma that the body would have to go through, because at that point it would be a poison. It would be a pile of poison coming into the system. And the body will still be, here's the thing, after a water-only fast, the body's still going to be, when you start eating, in a regeneration phase for up to 6 months after you complete a water-only fast of 9 days or longer. They say an 18-day water-only fast or a 21-day water-only fast, your body is still regenerating for 6 months after. That's why they say if you do a 9-day or a long-term, a 9 to 18-day water-only fast, you shouldn't do another water-only fast until 6 months later, because your body's still regenerating from it. That's the beautiful thing. So think about this. If you're doing even a 3-day fast, or let's say a 6-day water-only fast, for the next 3 days after you stop that, your body needs pure, clean, live, healthy, high vibrational foods to start slowly pushing and regenerating those cells and kickstarting the body into health, not back into disease. See, so if you put something nasty or unhealthy into the system after a fast, it tells the body takes all that, attacks it, and then you're putting that same poison back in that caused the degeneration to begin with. So you definitely don't want to do that. You want to take it slow. You want to start with a little bit of fruit. You want to start with maybe some green juices. You want to start with live foods. You basically, for the first 3 days after a 6-day fast, you want to eat only fruits and juices. That's it. Fruits and juices and lots of water. So ultimately, my recommendations are 1 9-day, 6 to 9 day. You don't even need to do 9. Like 1 6-day to 9-day water only fast every single year. I recommend and use intermittent fasting every single day or every other day. I try to skip 1 meal a day. If you could do 1 72-hour water-only fast once a quarter or even once a month, that would be great. But really only once a quarter. just a 72-hour water-only fast once a quarter. That's 4 times a year. And then whenever you can, do a 24-hour water-only fast, even if it was once a month, once a week, once every other week. Those are my recommendations. So anyway, I hope that I've covered a lot about the basics of water-only fasting. Wanted to give you some scientific evidence, some research, wanted to give you some success stories. I wanted to talk about some of the conditions that water-only fasting is used for, and just give you some of the basic information on how to fast, what not to do, and tips and tricks of water-only fasting. So I hope you enjoyed this session. If you have any questions, if there's anything I didn't cover in here, if you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out. We want to be able to answer all of your questions, and we're going to be posting a document on the most common and frequently asked questions on water-only fasting, which will be part of this program as an added bonus and benefit. So with that being said, as always, thank you for joining me. I'm Dr. Groot with the Global Healing Institute. I wish you a happy and healthy life.